We're back. We're here with Stillamess. We got Big Veg in the building.
Oh, you know what time it is.
Watching over us
You know
all
what time
the
it
time. Tell them what time it is.
Listen, we live. Oh, okay, we live. We're here. You know what time it is. Man, Big Veg, the goddess in the building. Stillamess on the. Y'all gonna see Stillamess in a second. So, you know what I mean? We just holding him just for the interview. Just for y'all. Give y'all a surprise.
We're about to dip right into it. So,
going
you
down,
pass
though.
me that phone behind you.
Bam! Stillamess, say what's up.
Oh, what up? We live right now. You can't just throw me up on that. What up, though?
You got me ready.
You already know what time it is. Let's stand. Stillamess.com.
Yeah.
Stillamess on Instagram.
All that.
Shy, I see you definitely. Big up Toronto in the building. I see you, Blue. Thank you, Terrence Walker. Ambassador of my
It's his birthday. We turn it up because it's his birthday. He don't usually drink too much. He's really like, one of them like street guys. He's all about his business. But it's his birthday today, but
Right. Happy birthday, Big Veg.
Yes. I turned 36 today. You know what I'm saying? I'm blessed, man. You know, I'm blessed to see another 365 days. Shout out to everybody on the live, man. We here, we live here, we live there, we live there.
We live everywhere.
I'm saying live. We got live on heavy. We got live on lock.
Woo, heavy.
Go to that YouTube. Check it out.
YouTube.
Yo, I'm feeling turned up right now. We on a Tuesday turn up. You know how we do.
You see, the thing is, I don't know right now if I'm feeling turned because our guests are being, they came in here with the correct energy.
Right.
This wine has been busted, but
right. I think it's a good combo.
Yeah, we definitely gonna find out.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna drop one of these instrumentals real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I like our two guests to just, approach those mics and get ready to introduce themselves.
Right.
Or, you can, set that up. It's up to you. We're gonna do
Oh, listen, I'm all about the introduction, And he's standing, he's got his hat on, so we already know the branding is in full effect.
Something serious.
I just want to make sure. Are you telling me to rap right now? Or?
Oh,
no. My man was ready to do it. My man was ready.
He said throwing the instrumental.
My man was ready, though.
I was like, yo, all right, you want to get straight to the point. Let's get it.
Not yet.
You see, what you see.
Later.
But you see my artist is an MC.
Freestyle your way in here.
He's an MC. He's ready.
No doubt.
Word.
Yeah, you lit, right?
I'm
you had
definitely.
That Hennessy. All right.
I mean, I'm just hyped.
Stop yelling.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm bugging.
Yeah,
I need to chill.
I know. Always. I love
it. I'm his hype man. So
the definition of veg. The definition.
Yeah, he's a lit ass vegetable.
There you go. A lit ass vegetable.
He's like asparagus with like crack juice.
Life of the party.
Speaking about asparagus, I walked back in the room like,
what?
I'm like,
how did we get there?
My brother, introduce yourself to me in here. Your feet ready. You seem like you want to freestyle off the rip.
Okay.
Oh man.
So introduce yourself, my brother. Please speak into the mic. Everyone wants to hear you.
What's really good? Woo! My name is Stillamess. I'm a hip hop artist, entrepreneur, humanitarian, car enthusiast. You know what I'm saying?
Say that word again, please.
What, humanitarian?
That's the one.
Okay.
Yeah. I like that.
He knew.
Yeah.
Nightclub connoisseur. I do a lot,
Right.
I'm just happy to be here with you guys today. It's Veg's birthday.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
no doubt.
We celebrating today. So,
yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers
so
to
you. If you do me a favor, if you can get on those headphones real quick so you can make sure, you sounding perfect. Clear and everything like that.
All right, get close to your mic. Speak into the microphone.
Got you. Thank you very much.
That's what it is. Keep up the interview, but I like Stillamess. I like where his heart's at.
Yeah, most definitely. Well, he was ready to freestyle. So I think we should get right to that because it shows that you have those elements of a hip hop artist. So
you already know what time it is.
When did you start doing hip hop and why?
Well, I mean, I was born in the Boogie Down Bronx, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
And,
the birth of hip hop.
Right. Around the same time that hip hop was coming of age and whatnot, and it just was like the biggest thing that was going on at that time. So like naturally as a kid, I kind of submersed myself in it. I started freestyling probably at the age of 7. I didn't even know what I was doing. I didn't know it was called freestyling. I was just calling it, making up my own raps as I go along. And I just found out later it was called freestyling.
Right. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Now, where did you get that inspiration from? Like, who was bringing music into your home? Or were you hearing it all around you? Like,
Well, my big brother. He was a DJ. You know
got you.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Look, he's
DJ,
hiding,
man.
right? He's hiding and not giving a DJ love. He's like, yeah, I was just inspired to do music, writing freestyles at 7. Oh, by the way, my brother was a DJ.
Yo, he's official too. He's super official.
I can imagine.
He's a great DJ.
What's up, Mel?
You know, he's retired right now, but
Right.
you know what I mean? But in his heyday, he was great. And I seen him jump back on it like it's nothing. So
Yeah.
I know he's still
I mean, the greatest DJ always will be able to just jump, scratch it up, and keep it moving.
Right.
You know, get that energy going.
I'm trying to get back to it too. You know what I'm saying? I do a little DJ. I just bought a little Serato set.
Okay.
You invested, my brother.
Yes,
You got
yes.
a lot of DJ to find. Which one? You got the base model?
I got the DDJ SP3 or something.
Yeah.
Respect. I love it.
Stillamess, right?
Yeah.
Why am I calling you Stillamess? That's what I gotta ask. Why am I really calling you that? Please explain to me.
That's because no matter how much you got your life together, you're still a mess.
Damn.
It's the one thing that humanity has in
Sissy.
common. We're all a mess. You know, I
Straight to the
people
gut.
stay diversity.
My lip just shook.
That's
Like
what hit me.
I am a mess, aren't I?
Throw bars at me, like,
Right?
I'm a DJ, but I
Damn.
can throw bars back. Right?
Wow.
But I respect that, man. You know what I mean? I like that because I was still wondering about your name when you got here. When you said that, it really said home. And with you opening and saying you're a humanitarian, I'm like, I like where your mind's at.
Yeah, right? It started out so lovely. I love it.
But continue. Let me know what's going on in your life and how's everything with this music industry. What's going on?
I mean, the music industry is ever changing. You know what I'm saying? So I basically, I've been looking to just diversify what I'm doing. You know, I've ventured off into a little acting here and there. I did a couple extra things.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? Trying to get deeper into that. You know,
Love that.
Eventually get my SAG card, maybe get some
That's
big
what I'm
roles.
talking about. Right.
Also,
We just had an actor in the building. Yes,
Yeah,
and he's SAG eligible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
Good
with
stuff.
that being said, how did you get into the merchandising of things like that? Because you walked in and you said you were a rapper, you had the merchandise and everything like
And a
that.
businessman.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How did that come about? Please.
well, I mean, basically, you know, I always was interested in doing business. I always was an entrepreneur. When I was a kid, I asked my dad, like, what do you call it when you don't have a boss, when you don't work for somebody, you work for yourself? He said, well, that's called being an entrepreneur. So, yeah, I mean, ever since that, I always wanted to own my own businesses and stuff like that. And, you know, so far I've opened and closed a couple businesses. Right now, I currently have a business open, which is Best Fam Entertainment. That's my entertainment company. Recently, I got involved in humanitarian works. Like, I always was interested in doing humanitarian stuff. Like, I always donated clothes and whatnot. And, you know, try to do everything I can to, you know, help mankind. But when the hurricanes hit Puerto Rico, yo, I feel like I got like 2 different songs playing in my ears right now. I don't know.
Oh, do you?
You only got one, but
Okay, I'm not.
if you don't need the headphones, then
You can let it go. You can let it go.
It
You know, I'm
sounded
headphone free.
like a blend. It sounded like I was hearing 2 different songs. I don't know.
He's like, should I
You know what
start
I'm saying?
rapping?
I just wanted to make sure. Anyway, so basically, you know, recently I got into doing humanitarian works. Currently, I'm the development director for 501c3 nonprofit organization helping hands for Puerto Rico. And basically,
Beautiful.
that started when Hurricane Maria and Irma hit Puerto Rico,
Right.
and a whole bunch of influential people in Orange County, including Raymond Goyaso and Ruben Estrada, who's the former vice president of La Mega. They started up this organization to help out Puerto Rico, and they raised up $70,000 worth of solar lights by Luminade, which is a company that was actually on Shark Tank. And they sent them over to Puerto Rico, and they were able to bless the island with that during the time of need. Also, they rescued an orphanage, and you know, they did a lot of repairing of houses as well.
Yeah.
So I've been involved with this organization probably about 6 months to a year after it started.
You're getting so much love on the live
I
feed
know
right now for
I'm sitting
this.
here like I want to
Steph
take
is like
the time out.
respect. Delian, Chris is like Puerto Rico's my home.
That's what's up. Respect.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I mean, I'm only doing God's work. I'm just a vessel.
Right.
And I firmly believe that. So basically, we've been doing everything that we can to help the island. Currently, we're education based. We switched our focus to education because they closed about a third of the schools in Puerto Rico,
Right.
which is really tough because they have a lot of kids that are traveling like 10, 20 miles to go to school.
It's crazy.
And if they don't have their own transportation to get there, there's no public transportation at some time. So if they can't get there, they don't go.
Chris wants to know what he can do to help. So, like, where can people visit to donate? Because I know you said it's a nonprofit, so I'm sure there's donations.
Absolutely. Helpinghandsforpuertorico.org. You can go there. There's a big button for donations. You can just click on that. It's really easy to navigate, and give what's in your heart. There's no gift that's too big or too small. There's a lot of people that are still in need. Currently, we're going to be going out to Vieques this July, and we're going to be restoring about 17 homes.
Beautiful.
We have a goal for the next year to impact 100 homes in Puerto Rico. And, everything we're doing, we're raising the funds to do this. We're self-funded, and we're raising donations to do so. We've already got a couple sponsorships from Goya, Verizon,
Wow.
CompuTuners.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Hit 'em.
A lot of support, and we're so thankful for it. But there's still a lot to be done. So there's still a lot of fundraising we have to do. So anybody who's interested in fundraising, please sign up to volunteer on the Helping Hands for Puerto Rico website too, because we need all the help that we can get.
Right. I mean, you guys are restoring homes, so those are big jobs. To take on multiple ones at a time at that. Hi, Lottie.
Like, I'm sitting here listening to you right now, and I'm like, I'm forgetting that I'm one of the hosts for the show. And I'm just like sitting in awe. Like I'm watching through TV right now. I'm just like, wow, he's saying this. That's how much you captivated me in here. Just with your humanitarian, you know what I mean?
And this is a hip hop artist. You don't hear this every day.
You just walked in here and you stole the air of the room with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You touched me, and I'm sitting here just like, all right, this is a different type of individual, man. Much respect to you.
For sure.
Thank you so much.
God bless you, man.
We can dig it. And you're a dope hip hop artist, and you have bars, and you're a dope artist at that. So, I mean, that's just,
Thank you so much.
I think, and FMI, I know, is the same way. We're both Libras. We're empaths. When you really care about community and people around you, you want to give your best and do your best. And sometimes people talk about it, but they're not really about it.
Right.
And you are. It's very honorable, all the work that you're doing. Steph said she's just loving you. You're still very humble, and we love that. We were just talking about humility, right?
Yeah, right. And
tonight is rocking.
Stillamess.
Yeah, Stillamess. But yet so calm. You don't see any messiness. He's just like
he's talking about getting his life together. He's helping other people's lives. VPR.
Right.
I mean, clean is the new messy. I don't know if you know.
He said clean is the new
I don't know if
messy.
you heard yet. You know what I'm saying? Clean is the new messy.
When did you come up with that moniker?
What, that clean is the new messy?
No, still a mess.
Oh, okay. I think since the creation of the name Stillamess, it was kind of something that was said from a friend, kind of like jokingly. You know what I'm saying? And I said, I like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna stick with that.
Right.
And I kind of just put that philosophy to it. Taking a negative and turning it into a positive, embracing your mess.
Nice. I can dig it.
Yeah, like Kiana, I'm sitting here. I've learned so much about him within the last, I would say, 20 minutes.
Right.
Can we get into that first record, Empire?
Let's do it. Yeah, I can dig it.
Is that cool with you, Stillamess?
Oh yeah, I'm good with that. Let's get it. Empire.
So introduce that record, my brother, please, so people know what they're listening to.
All right, no doubt. It's your boy, Stillamess. You're now listening to the Empire. Go check it out on my website, stillamess.com or messfam.com. Sign up, join the movement. Let's get it. What?
You can visit. Can you tell DJ Remix one more time where he can visit so that he can send his people
The
to the
website.
website?
I
Absolutely.
was gonna tell you to say the website again.
J. Fuji.
Oh, that's helpinghands.puertorico.org.
This live feed ended, my love.
Once you're on for like past an hour, that's why. We started.
helpinghands.puertorico.org.
Okay, no doubt.
Is that you, bro? Nah, no.
Thank you to everybody that's been supporting Helping Hands to Puerto Rico for sure.
I'm gonna try this one. I knew what I was doing.
No doubt. Yes. And where can they find your music?
Oh, you can find all my music on stillamess.com, or you can go join the movement and go to messfam.com.
Messfam.com.
Yeah,
I love
you'll
it.
find the most stuff over there.
And everything is spelled grammarly correct. There's no Z's, there's no Z's, there's no extra S's, there's no, you know what I mean? There's no underscores.
You make it difficult and all that.
You know what I mean? Like, no, this is hip hop. Shout to Big L, Ebonics. But it's all grammarly correct. Still a mess fam.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You know,
Okay.
just to let y'all know.
I don't know how he means. He sits here so humble.
So helpful. I love it.
He's sitting there so humble, acting like he's not a rapper.
Thank you for watching.
Have all this humanitarian work,
I know.
and then acts like it's just shit. Language. Is this what you do
drop-
overnight?
And then drop- and then
This
drop
was, he gave me
music.
tight.
Yeah.
He gave me tight. That's crazy. You don't do that.
You gotta be humble.
There's no way to do that. Rappers talk about chains and cars all day that don't own. You actually building houses and helping people, and then you gonna sit here quiet. You get me tight. You get me tight.
That's right.
What?
That they don't
They don't got nothing to talk about.
They
They're
don't.
doing something.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
He's doing something for the community. Yeah.
Make sure y'all follow my man Stillamess, bro. Like, seriously, hashtag
Make
him.
sure you
I like him, bro. Hashtag him. I'm gonna chop up this for the watch. Yeah, son. Your man's is something else.
I'm trying to tell you something serious. Yeah, man.
We're about to get back into this interview.
Absolutely,
Empire. We're in Brooklyn. We're in New
We all
York
gotta
right now.
exchange contacts and stay connected, bro. 'Cause, you know,
We will,
Follow
trust
us on VPR _radio.
he might use it. He might need a DJ for an event for the events, right?
The best,
So-
the best.
And of course, I
Go
got
and
you.
follow.
Yeah, make it happen, man.
What's up,
You
TJ?
go.
Thank you for watching.
Stillamess is a different type of news.
I do got some questions about Serato for you.
No, we gonna get to that. No problem. We can get into that because
Yo, I'm really trying to get back into this.
a rapper that knows how to use Serato knows how to control his set. And that's one thing I've met maybe the only one artist that knew how to work my board. I was doing a set for her this before I started DJ for her. And she came and put me on my crossfader. I was like, what the hell you know what that is? I'm like, rappers don't know what crossfader is.
Rappers don't know that stuff.
Yeah, I was there on stage. I was like,
You write rhymes.
but I was seeing what she was doing. I was like, she knows what she's doing.
She knows her shit.
And I said, I was like, well, shit. Now I'm a DJ and stuff like that. But definitely, if you want to get your records going, my brother, I'm gonna push them. Are these records already out?
Yeah.
So I can keep them in my
Yeah, you
Serato.
can keep them in. Yeah, you can keep them in.
I don't know, check. I gotta ask because I don't want to.
That's fine.
I don't want to mess up your rollout.
And I sent her the clean versions and the dirty. So
I'm glad. That's why I downloaded. I was wondering why we had doubles. I was
yeah, if you go to other shows and it's like AM or FM, I gave you the clean joint. So I got you.
Cheers to you, my love. Thank you for
keep
watching.
it around also.
Oh, yeah.
We appreciate
Y'all got
you.
magic.
I got you, brother. I make it easy for you.
Please follow us on Instagram at VPR_radio. We appreciate you so much. Thank you for watching. Invite some more friends to the party. Tuesday, turn up, and that's what we do. We have a great time. We have some in-depth discussions, and we love people that are really living in their light and doing things for the good of humanity and community. I mean, that's what we celebrate. That's what we stand for. So when we have these guests in the building, we celebrate them with the fire, and he comes with the fire. Come on now.
What I was saying in there, for the people that were listening on Triple Vibes that, couldn't hear us when we took off tonight. So, what I'm saying is, in hip hop, right, or in the music industry within itself, rappers rap about chains and cars that they don't own.
Right.
And we're used to that. We're very, very, very used to that. Here he comes, doing noble work, God's work, or whatever you want to believe in.
Right.
And he's sitting in humble.
Yeah.
That bothers me. Message, and he's actually doing something.
Charles, I was
He's
just
not
shouting you out earlier.
Randomly going to the hood and throwing money in a crowd and making us act like animals to pick it up.
Right.
He's actually building people's houses,
That's right.
food,
That's right.
light.
Because these are the real things that matter. And I think what happens so much in life, and that's why sometimes when people come to me, because I'm sure this happens to you a lot. We do talk about this a lot. People just come to us and wow, they tell us what's going on with them. Sometimes it's out of the blue.
Yeah.
I often have to remind people to be grateful for what they have in their life because they're counting what they don't have and they're being frustrated and they're being impatient, which Ron Godfrey was talking about earlier. You know, having patience and humility is so essential. When you don't have patience and you're trying to rush through everything, you want it now, now, now. And we're living in that type of society. And it's often that a crisis to that extent has to happen before people will say, oh my God, this is really what matters. Not turning up in a club and not whether my shoes are better than yours. Who cares about the shoes? Like, I want my family to be safe. I want to be able to get a hot shower or use my refrigerator or sleep in my bed, and sometimes it takes losing it all to really be grateful for it, and that's a shame. It's important to practice gratitude every single day. And you look like a man that's so full of gratitude and humility, and you practice that through your acts of kindness to others. So it's just much respect to you on that.
I appreciate that, and I'm so grateful for all the blessings that God has given me in my life,
Right.
and for all the lessons. I'm grateful even for the bad things that happened to me in my life because they made me who I am today. And I'm just happy to do God's work. That's all.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. It's so refreshing.
Like I said, VPR, I'm behind the camera right now, but I just can't understand it. I'm still in shock. I'm still in wow. Like, hey, I'm gonna get over it sooner or later.
Yeah, you gotta
but
get
I'm just
over
like,
it.
he fit here humble. All right.
Good
So,
stuff.
what projects do you have that that are coming out that you're preparing for, anything like that? Do you have any projects, shows
Right, because
that
he
you're
said he
looking
was
forward to?
acting. Like,
Absolutely.
let's talk about. You
there's
gotta
a
tell
lot.
us
There's
what
a lot.
I need you to show off a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm also a radio host as well.
Okay. See.
On Rough Riders Radio.
Okay.
A show called The Ride Along. Big shout out, Miss Info, Easy Beats.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? And everybody down at Rough Riders Radio.
Dope.
So I'm on there on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays between 8 o'clock and 9:30. So some days, I'm not there every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday,
Right.
but I'm there at least 1 or 2 days out of the week.
Gotcha.
Sometimes 3. You know what I'm saying? All depending on my schedule. Because
Sure.
obviously I'm a hip hop artist, development director of Helping Hands for Puerto Rico, entrepreneur of my own company. And I do all my own accounting. So,
wow.
You know what I mean? So I don't outsource nada, because.
So is that like your corporate background, like accounting and finance?
I do a little bit of everything.
I dig it.
Yeah, I
Yes.
had to learn.
So I want to
learn all
holler
this
at
stuff.
you because I'm working on that portion of my business plan shortly, and I would love to.
Absolutely.
You know,
can pick my brain
politic with you a
anytime.
little something. You politic with FMI on that Serato. I
For
politic
sure.
with you on that financial. We goody.
That's what it is.
Yes.
For sure.
I love
Absolutely.
it. But back to you. So tell me about what inspires the music that you make.
Everything around me, I would say, because I kind of like the more I analyze life and what's going on around me, the better my music is. Sometimes
Right.
I have to watch a lot of news. Sometimes I have to spend a lot of time with my family. Sometimes I have to spend a lot of time going out partying. You know what I'm saying?
And just kind of take in your entire environment.
Right. And then sometimes I might not write for a couple months.
Right.
Because I feel like
rappers tonight.
Okay.
Not verses, relax.
So, Stillamess, let me ask you a question, right? Since I know that you can't write if you don't have any content, like if you don't want to put out any bull-crap records, right?
Right.
In this day and age, you know how it goes. We live in the fast food music, I say it every week. So the same way we eat McDonald's, the same way we consume food when it comes to Spotify and things like that. Swag.
Right.
So
Swag.
how do you find a balance with the way you make music and in this day and age? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, I got a large catalog, you know what I'm saying? And now that I'm getting into this DJ thing, I'm thinking about getting more into the production end of it too.
Yeah.
I got a lot of acapellas. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of music that I'm just sitting on. And I could just go ham on a production
around
scale.
it, right.
You know what I'm saying? And, that's basically there for situations like that,
Right.
But now that I see what I'm sitting on,
Yeah.
and I'm getting into this whole DJ
That's
thing,
right.
you know what I'm saying? I'm very excited. I'm very
Right.
excited to kind of like jump into that aspect as well,
So when you recorded these records, how long does your catalog date back to? If you don't mind me asking.
To the beginning of fucking time.
He said the beginning of time, yo. With the dinosaurs and all of that.
I would say early 2000s.
Okay.
I've been rapping a long time.
You know, it's funny you say that, right? I meet a lot of artists that got music from like 2099, things like that, right? Songs they never released. But I'm starting to feel in this era, there's a lane for each artist. Because you could go out still to this day and see LL Cool J perform, and Bill will still be at a club.
Hell yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's
And
the
as
beauty
long
of
as he
hip-hop.
keeps that hat on, it's all good.
Man.
I love me some LL.
I feel what you're doing. But yeah, so I just feel like when it comes
He
to
loves
the
his
artists,
hat.
all of them have their own lane. So when you tell me you have music from the 2000s, I'm like, that's what I want to hear because
Yeah.
not because I was born in that era or I was around that era. You know what I'm saying? It's more the fact that it sounds different from what I'm hearing on the radio.
Yeah.
And I know you're on the radio. You get tired of hearing the same cadence and the same melodies.
And so do we, and that's why we do it differently, and we bring in all of these amazing
Yeah,
artists
man.
like yourself, Stillamess,
That's what's up.
that offer that level of versatility. And personally, for me, as one of the hosts of this show, I find it so appealing and such a good feeling to be able to give this platform to people like yourself because it's important, and especially because you live this life and heart work. Those are the essentials. Those are the things that we base this show upon when FMI sat down and created it. So, I thank you because you're like the guest that epitomizes what we do and what we stand for. It's like boom, like mic drop. Damn.
You really stole the show.
Damn.
Seriously. And one more question, because I don't want to steal Okeana's,
Got
question
cue
time
worthy.
and everything
No,
like
it's
that.
not my time. We want to get more of his music on,
Yeah.
and we want to get it popping with him because listen, this is us, FMI. We do VPR every single week. I'm very grateful for
Yeah.
you. We're partners in crime. We vibe. Go ahead, you got
Yeah,
the floor,
shout
my
out to
love.
Gemini's in the room. Y'all need to-
Right,
y'all need to
right?
chill out, though. Y'all-
Four.
okay, it's
Twins,
lit.
two sets of
Y'all
twins.
walk in here, it's always October. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
So,
Big facts.
Stillamess, right? Your phone. What's the 4 songs that you listen to? I wouldn't say daily, monthly. 4 artists. I want to hear that before we get into your next record.
Sorry to hear that. That's an
Okay.
interesting.
Oh, what? Right now, like on the spot?
Yeah.
Right now on the
Okay.
spot.
Wow.
Do not make it up.
And after you ask that question, we have somebody that requested a freestyle. If we have like
Oh,
a minute, if you
game
want to
time.
bust that.
Game time.
Yo,
know what I'm saying?
my go-to album.
Okay.
It's like before back to factory settings.
Yeah. Factory
My
settings.
go-to album is A Tribe Called Quest, a Low End.
Nice.
That's my go-to album.
Okay.
Native tongues.
So name 3 other artists that you listen to now. It could be from any generation.
Right.
You know what I'm
Okay.
You got Trap Called Quest.
I would say on a current level,
Yeah.
currently, I'm gonna just hop through generations. real
Yeah.
quick.
Get it up.
Currently, I would say Joyner Lucas.
Okay.
Joyner Lucas.
I can see why.
I like Joyner Lucas.
That man can spit.
I'll throw on Eminem at any given time.
Nice.
I'll throw on Jay-Z at any given time.
Nice. Okay, who's gonna round it off with the last one?
Yeah, I wonder who. Honestly, he said Jay. You know what I'm saying? And second to last. So
Well-rounded
yeah,
list.
I'm like, who was the last person that could beat out Jay? Go ahead, please. Let me move.
Yeah, I heard this dope ass record with what should we call it? Joey Badass. It's not even a new record, but I like to throw it on every now and again because it's dope. Joey Badass and that kid that died, XXX Stillamess.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, he just recently passed.
Yeah.
Today.
Yeah.
Yeah, today's his year anniversary,
Oh,
right?
damn, wow.
Oh,
I didn't
wow.
realize that.
That's
Wow,
crazy.
rest in peace.
Yeah.
That was one of the artists I cried when he passed. You know what I'm saying?
Nas wasn't on his list, yo. He said Jay.
Yeah, that was, nah, I mean, Nas is on the list too.
Too
I mean,
late,
it's
too
just,
late. You rounded
it's-
out to
I'm
five.
a hip hop fan. I'm a fan of music. Like,
It's either Jay
you know what I'm
or Nas.
Yeah,
Usually you don't get both on the same list. Like it'll be
Yeah.
secondary.
It's one or the other, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna say Biggie because we in
Facts,
the
facts.
first place.
And we
I
right
was-
here. Like
Yeah,
literally.
But he said, nah.
Yeah.
But I respect it.
Yeah. He still
So,
gave
I
love
mean,
to Brooklyn.
I love Biggie. You know what I'm saying? I throw him on also at any given time.
Don't
He's
feel
on that
any way.
list, and I
We
would
got
say-
him here
I would
stressed
say
like
he's-
damn.
Yeah.
I
Like,
love
damn,
Biggie
son.
and I love
He's
Nas
definitely
too.
probably in a higher place than a couple of those people that I mentioned, like
Facts.
of in order of who I would throw on. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, absolutely. He's definitely on the list. Even Pac's on the list. You know what I'm
There
saying?
you go.
Listen.
I got a
And I put this
diverse
up on the
playlist.
VPR Radio group page. So for you guys that haven't joined, we definitely have open forum discussions on the group page.
Awesome.
Yeah. And so I was asking the question about like when it comes to Biggie and Tupac, right? People always do the comparison like Nas and Jay-Z. And for me it's not really comparable because Biggie's body of work isn't even comparable to Tupac's
It's not
because he was
close.
out so much longer.
Close.
Okay, they died within 6 months of each other. You feel me? So neither one of them was able to continue. But Biggie had just finished like his second album only. You know what I mean? Everything else was kind of like underground and stuff that he had that he cut from the first album, which was Ready to Die. You know, by Life After Death, by the time that dropped, he was already gone.
He was gone, yeah.
I
You
mean,
know, so how do you compare somebody with like 10 years in
Right,
to somebody with
right.
like 3 years? Like it just doesn't. It's not a balance to me, and I'm like, you can love both.
It's not fair. It's
Yeah.
not fair at all.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it has to do with the impact that they had on their communities.
Right.
Because they were community leaders. More
And
than
you have to look
anything.
at Tupac's background, his
Yeah.
family, his
Black
mother. I mean,
Panther, yeah,
come
yeah.
on.
Yeah.
He was so introduced and so immersed into things
Yeah.
that were
Right.
so deep from a young age. His knowledge, you know, Biggie's life was different. It was like growing up, you having to get it in New York. It's
Streets.
a different type of vibe.
Yeah, streets.
It's definitely a different vibe.
The hood.
So, just to continue on that, Stillamess. Since we're talking about vibe, we're talking about Biggie. You know what I mean? What's your next record? Give us a vibe to make us know how your life is like, your experience is like.
The next record is called Legendary. That's the new record that hasn't been released that y'all will probably get first.
I love it.
You say
I need that probably to be a definite.
Yeah.
That y'all will
Very good.
definitely get
Yeah,
first.
y'all will get it first.
Right, Big
Very
Veg?
good. Very good. Very good.
I feel like your record's so exclusive that I don't have it right now.
No.
Money,
No, we gonna play that Runway.
We
We gonna play that Runway next. Yeah. We want to get into that. Can you introduce us to that?
Please.
Once again, it's your boy Stillamess, and now you tuned in to VPR Radio and you're listening to my old single, The Runway.
Y'all,
What?
we'll get that. They want to know who's the best lyricist that you look up to from old school or new school.
Oh shit, be careful, Stella. Be careful, bro.
Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali, oh wow.
Last thing like a bee.
Woo! Bars.
And Muhammad Ali was a lyricist.
He really
Yo,
was.
shout out to everybody that be tuning in, man. I really
Yeah.
appreciate y'all.
Yes, so much.
Honestly, Stillamess is in here and he's stealing the spotlight. He's just he's humble, but he don't need to be. That's the problem right now. He's humble, but he does not need to be.
If that's the case, I need a little bit more wine.
You need a little bit more wine? Give him some more wine. Cause when we get back, we go like, can we get into that instrumental? And so can we drop an instrumental for you? I'll be kind. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't let you know what I'm gonna play, but then you know,
No.
your man seems very confident.
Yes.
That of your abilities. Right
Absolutely.
Now. He seems very confident in your abilities.
Absolutely.
All right.
Everybody's asking for
That's all on my. That's based on all of my medallions. All 15 of them.
I'm about to count them.
Please.
The Zulu Nation's on his neck. If y'all ain't peeped.
You gotta show them off.
I looked at him. He got Zulu Nation right there. You feel me?
Yeah.
Know the vibe. You got Stillamess in here. Y'all rock with DJ.
We all
VPR
protected
Radio.
by the red, black, and green.
Yes. Where it all began and where it all ends. Where it all exists. Can you get your cup so I can fill you up, please, FMI? We so appreciate you. VPR Radio. We have so much fun. Still a mess. We're gonna have to bring this guy back because we're running out of time. We're gonna have to freestyle real quick. But he's too dope to let go.
Seriously.
And we running out of time.
Never gets me tight, man. Yeah, I definitely. I want him
the
back.
best guests all the
I
time.
want
We
him
always
back.
gotta bring him up.
ASAP.
Everybody said, I want him back.
Nah, because he moving different.
Facts.
He moving different.
Thank you, my love.
I said, watch that last time. All it takes is one.
Oh, yes. Please, and you know what it took to get to this, right?
Yes, that's what I'm just like.
Blood,
I don't
sweat,
want to get to that. It's good. It's
tears.
good. I'm good. I'm all right.
Yes.
Congratulations on your year, man.
Thank you so much. Yeah, we're hitting that year and a half still.
Oh, year and a half. Excuse me, year and a half.
August.
No,
We
You
are
good?
that
You good?
year.
You good?
Yeah, we
You
good.
good? You
We
did the right
literally
thing.
just had an anniversary. I mean, and that's so dope, everybody. You're the best.
We've been trying. We've been
I
trying to
couldn't
make sure
ask
now
for a
you the
better
best. You got
partner.
the
You
forms
the
going.
best, you the best.
Yo, all right. So whoever's on Facebook calling me chunky, I know I'm chunky, right?
Right, that's right.
We working on it. You
That's
feel me?
right.
It's all right.
Chunky,
I'm trying to be like
Flex,
LeBron.
flex,
You
flex,
You on a
strong.
vibe? You on a vibe?
First of all, he's not chunky, he's strong.
You feel me? Solid.
Talking about DJ FMI again. I know you all on Ron Godfrey's title, his feed. You come up in here
Yo,
talking that,
I
and
love
it's gonna
y'all.
go
That
down in
was funny,
Brooklyn.
man.
You feel me? Don't come here with that. Ever talk about my Libra partner. I gotta talk through gritted teeth.
Yo.
What's up?
I'm scared.
What's up, the bouncer? I see you in the building.
I'm scared.
Yo, earlier, you remember Steph? He came for us. Dude was like named King or something. You ain't no king coming up in here talking about FMI.
You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
VPR, right? There's a few things that we like to do here at VPR. There's a few things that me and Keanu really love to do when I come up here. And they have a certain energy, a certain vibe, a certain personality. Now, we don't do it for every artist because we respect, their wishes. But today, Keanu, would you love to introduce Stillamess before we get into the freestyle? Do you have any words that you want to say?
Yeah. Well, I think we need to close out with it. So let's do our little, our last words, our last statements, because we're gonna close out with Stillamess because first of all, he's super dope, and I just want to pay homage to you for everything that you do, and really just give him a minute to show appreciation for what you're doing to give back to, Puerto Rico, the community, and all of those that are in need. It's a big deal. That's a big deal,
Thank
and
you
I
so
respect
much.
it.
Thank you for providing your platform to create awareness, to raise awareness on our mission and our cause. It really means a lot. Thank you.
Thank you. It's definitely our pleasure. I mean, when FMI and I conspired for VPR Radio, this is exactly what we wanted. So to be able to live it is truly, what we aspired to do. So my last words are live your dreams. We have people here that have been here tonight that are living their dreams with no fear, throwing fear to the wind and really doing everything that they can to get it in every single way. So if you want it, go get it and be unstoppable.
I love it.
You see, Stillamess came in here and he said something to me. I'm going to drive away home. He said to me, no matter how much you think you got it together, everything in your life is for the mess. So that means to me that we're an open book and we can still create something from a mess.
Right.
Turn your mess into success.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I want to welcome you guys to Stillamess on VPR Radio.
Yeah, man.
And Stillamess, can I drop this beat to you?
Drop that beat.
Please do, DJ.
There is 2 records playing in there. Oh, maybe there's not. Alright.
Switch up.
Take that one earphone on. The world's finally ready. My mind focused, but my heart heavy. Saying fuck rap, I'm about to go on to a Chevy. Product specialist, 9 to 5 that I picked up. Technology done killed the music business. Shit sucks. And now they got autonomous cars. I heard on the radio we about to move up to Mars. So they only got 30 years left on this planet until it disappears. Yo, $1 billion profiteers. They got the money in the rears. And I ain't shedding no more tears. And we ain't drinking no more beers. Hey, yo, this shit is off the brain. Hey, yo, this one really insane. What the fuck am I saying? He's like, boy, stop playing. He's supposed to whine on my laptop. Don't you know, motherfucker, I'm a act mom. Yeah, I want to fucking mumble. I can mumble too. Don't make me have to fucking flip out and I humble you. Hey, you know I'm drinking too much. Yeah, I'm about to stumble too. Out of this bitch, like, yo, it's just like number 2. I'm about to come back out right now, dude. Yeah. I get everybody hype when I
Mic drop in this.
You see, the thing is, when you come up here and you say we appreciate you, because not only do you not choose to be, not only do you not know when we're going to spring on you, not only do you not know that you're going to begin the night doing something that you are not prepared for. That's why.
He's like, I'm always prepared. Still a mess.
That's why we
you
have
picked the right beat to get me to freestyle too.
Right?
I was
You
like,
went
yo.
in. Yeah.
All right, let me just come off the top.
You getting that
He
fuego.
gave me
They
the
spelling it
he
out.
gave me the
Fuego.
energy.
Dope. You're getting so much love on that right now.
VPR, I want to give a special shout out to
I see Ryan knocking in the building.
on all of our Instagram,
Ryan knocking
all of
your
our
hair blowing in the
Facebook,
wind.
even on triple5.com.
Michael, I see you.
The
Thank you for
cameras that are set
watching.
up around the booth. Thank you from DJ from our county. Leave us the last words. You gotta go.
Listen, I'm just grateful to have you here. We definitely have to have you back. And
I
again,
love
you
that.
guys, you are definitely the epitome of an individual that not just goes out to live their best life and live their dreams, but to help others and be a pillar to the community. And there's just so much respect. People should aspire to be like you. So if you're not doing things for others, go pay it forward in some way, shape, or form. You can. Every single day we see people down and out. Pay it forward and don't put it on Facebook. You know what I'm saying?
Or social media, social media.
In general, you don't have to record
it.
it. You don't need validation. Just do it on the humble.
Yes.
That's what will keep you humble. You can do things for others, and you can just be nice. And
Do it because you love it.
Do it because you love it.
Simple
do it because you mean it.
That's right.
Don't expect something back in return.
Exactly.
Just do it from your heart.
Yeah.
So that's all I have to say. It's your girl, Kiana the Goddess. We have such a blast. DJ FMI.
Chill.
It's amazing.
It is amazing, but still a mess. Where can they find you?
Oh, everything. Go to messfam.com if you wanna go to just my personal website. Go to stillamess.com, but messfam.com got all the news. It got all the good stuff.
I love it.
Definitely come check us out. We perform everywhere. There's a list of different events you can see us perform at. And a lot of great things going on for the summer and for this upcoming year. So just stay posted, messfam.com, stillamess.com, at Stillamess on Instagram.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Easy
Definitely
breezy.
follow. I post a lot of family stuff too.
Grammarly correct.
Family is the most important thing to me in my life. So, you know what I'm saying? So if you're going to be a friend
That's
or
right.
a
Don't do it for the
fan
likes.
or a follower, you know what I'm saying? Then,
Yeah.
you got to know about me and my family life. You know
That's
what I'm
right.
saying? So,
Welcome to the family. That's how we
Yeah.
feel when we
That's
bring you on VPR. So
Right,
it's
word.
a pleasure. I have had so much fun, you guys. Did you guys have fun with us? Did you
Yeah,
have
oh,
fun?
yeah. Oh,
FMI,
yeah,
did you have fun?
Yo, it
Still a
came
mess?
in, I was like, it was like I showed up to a family member's house. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right,
Like,
right.
She pumped out the wine. She said, you want a
Yes.
pineapple in
Yes.
it?
Like out of the
Like,
blue,
yo,
right? Like out of the
yeah,
blue,
yeah.
like
Jug